Hello friends, welcome back. It is November 13th, 2024 and the Taro project is ongoing. We finally had a frost this morning and you can see here they have taken a little bit of a beating, but they are doing quite well. And this year I tried to start new potatoes, but they did not sprout very readily. And we had a very dry season and Taro loves moisture. So I'm not sure what the harvest is going to look like, but join me here and we can find out together. I have my taro in this raised bed. I have found that growing it in this raised bed is the best way to grow it because it has a little bit of better soil in here and I'm able to keep this watered really well. Next year I want to plant it a little bit over here because this area gets flooded when it rains. But unfortunately this year we didn't have much rain anyways. But nonetheless, we're going to check on how it looks like today. And you can see we have some really big plants and those are great. So we're going to dig it out. So we have this one here and I'm just going to pull it out. We'll see what it's in here. We'll see if we have much of a crop this year. So usually what happens is the plant grows and these little tubers become the taro or the edo. I think this is called edo elsewhere. But I know this as malanga in El Salvador, and when you translate malanga, it translates to taro. Anyways, this right here is what you eat. And you can also eat this part right here, but there's not much of a harvest when it's just one. It's better when you have several offshoots. So this is where the original was, and then this is the new part right here. And I'm gonna try to dig in here and see if there's anything left in there, but I doubt it. There's nothing in here, so it's gonna be a small harvest this year. This is the ginger I grew this year. It is growing right here next to this one. And last year I learned my lesson. It's better to just eat it fresh now and start from new roots next year because it's really hard to keep this alive. So I'm gonna be eating that today or sometime in the next few weeks. Here's the ginger. Oh, it's a little root. This year every harvest has been small because of the lack of rain. And I think next year I'm going to put a lot of drip irrigation. I have a bunch of drip irrigation tape and I can put it all around the raised beds back here so I can run it in case of another drought. We are currently in a drought. We went 36 days without rain here in the DC region and that broke the record. And it was so dry. It is still very dry. We got a very small rain about 2 nights ago, but other than that we haven't seen any rain. But that was the last time we got rain was in the beginning of October, and we got a record of days of rain. We got 11 days of rain followed by 36 days of no rain. So the weather is getting quite erratic, so I'm gonna need to put more drip irrigation out here. But it is here, so we're gonna take it. So it is a smaller harvest than last year. Last year I had a wheelbarrow worth, and this year I have a lot less. So these look really good, like this one right here. So I'm gonna be taking these and potting them up and putting them inside my greenhouse and using them as starter plants next year. And I'm going to take like 3 or 4 and put them in the middle of the bed and leave them there for the winter months. So that's the best way I found out to do this is to leave those plants in here. And you want to dig them pretty deep. So the harvest this year is quite small, as you can see. Last year's harvest was a lot bigger, but that's okay. This year the drought really took a toll on all of my plants. So every year we garden, we learn, and then we adapt. And right now it seems like the climate is getting quite erratic, so we're gonna have to plan for that. by installing more drip irrigation. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see a better harvest, watch last year's video and where I harvested a ton of it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.